In this lecture, we are going to install Qdrant on our system. For now, we will focus only on the installation process. Later in this course, we will use it practically inside our project and understand how it works in real world AI applications. First, let's talk about what is Qdrant. Qdrant is a vector database. It is mainly used in AI-based systems for similarity search, recommendations, and semantic search. If you are building AI-powered application, you need a way to store and search vector embeddings efficiently. And that's exactly what Qdrant help us to do. In this course, I will be working with AI driven features, so Qdrant will play an important role in storing and retrieving vector database. Don't worry about the internal working. Right now, we will understand everything step by step when we integrate it into our application. So for installing Qdrant, first we need to set up Docker onto our Windows machine. To download Docker, you can always go onto the Docker website and download Docker Desktop for your flavor of Windows. That is really a straightforward process to download Docker. There is nothing rocket science. You can just download the exe and click next, 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 and that's it. On the high level side, let's understand what is Docker. Docker is a tool that allows us to run application inside containers. And a container is a lightweight, isolated environment that contains everything an application needs to run: the code, the runtime, libraries, and dependency. For now, you can think of like to host to run Qdrant on your local system. You do not need to set up anything on your environment. Docker is a tool that will provide you all set of tools to run Qdrant on your Windows machine. Now coming back to Qdrant installation, we have to run some commands to install Qdrant. Now this time let's take help from our LLM friend on how to install Qdrant. And I hope it will give us the same steps that the Qdrant website is giving though. Okay, let's check it. So how to install Qdrant on Windows, hit enter, and here are exactly the same steps that the website is denoting. So let's take these commands and run it into the PowerShell. Now the Docker command has started to pull out some binaries of the Qdrant onto our local system. After successfully executing the Qdrant command, you see a successful message and a beautiful logo of Qdrant that it is now installed, and you open the container. You may find the link to access the Qdrant onto your local UI. Congratulations! Now we have successfully installed Qdrant on our local development machine. And to see the interface, you can always check the Qdrant onto your local system by typing localhost colon 6333. 6333 is the by default port of the Qdrant. And onto the UI, you can find the welcome, console, collections, tutorial, datasets into the sidebar. And major of the time we are playing with the collections. We will see how we can create the collection. We can see how we can store the embedding into our Qdrant database. So that's it. Thanks.